Hello, hello. How you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Doing amazing. We are so excited to talk to you about this. This movie is so good, and I
Thank you.
love seeing the buzz just build and build.
Thank you.
And I know you had a good time making it, right?
Yeah, I did. It felt like a return. I came from the stage and from doing theater, especially classical theater. It's where I studied. I never went to acting school, but I did a lot of classical theater and apprenticed. So it kind of felt like coming home, and we got really close as a cast, and it really felt like a company, like an ensemble. So it was a joy to make.
Mhm. Do you remember that moment where you're like, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm gonna make it work.
Oh, yeah. Well, she called me, Nia DaCosta called me, and I'd made her first film with her, a film called Little Woods, and we became very good friends and close collaborators. And she called me some years later and she said, I'm thinking about doing an adaptation of Hedda Gabler. I didn't understand immediately that she meant me, and I couldn't believe it. Obviously, it's this iconic part to play, and I just thought, I'll go anywhere with Nia. I just trust her, and I also believe in her so much as a filmmaker. Any vision she has, I want to help make it you know, make it come true, even if I'm not in the frame. But in this case, I couldn't believe that she wanted me to be in the frame. And so I sort of was like, okay, let's do it. This is terrifying, but let's do it.
And then you're just looking around the set going, and such beautiful costumes and such beautiful sets, and you're probably going, I get paid for this. This is great, right?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is, and this is the thing that I think doesn't get spoken about often, but as an actor, sometimes you deliver a lump of clay and it gets sculpted by other people. And I've definitely had projects where you put so much heart and energy into it, and it just doesn't come together for whatever the reason. And in this case, it's like to get to make something like this, but also some of those shots are so beautiful to get to exist in those frames and have them immortalized. I've it is amazing to me. Like it's just so funny that double dolly shot when Nina
Mhm.
Hoss's character Eileen arrives. I kid you not. I remember the first time I saw double dolly shots, like maybe one of the first films I'd seen it in was like a Spike Lee film.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was like, what is cinema? Like I couldn't believe the shot. And I've always secretly wanted to be in a shot like that. This sort of dance between what you can do as an actor. Of course, you can communicate a lot, but there's certain things that get communicated through so many other elements and all of the craftspeople, and to get to have your work elevated by the work of incredible people is like just so it's tremendous. I feel so lucky.
Yeah. And now people are looking up to you going, see, I want to do what you do. So what kind of advice do you give those kids?
Oh, goodness. You know, this maybe sounds trite or too obvious given that this is a classical piece, but I would say study the classics, especially if you want to be an actor. There's a reason why these pieces have stuck around and mystified and challenged audience for centuries. Is there's such really fundamental human questions that are asked inside of it, and also someone told me that in drama school they always say you always have to have your head ready. I didn't go to drama school, so I didn't have my Hedda ready, so I had to get her ready as soon as I understood that I was gonna play her. So my advice would also just to be always be working, always be getting yourself ready.
Yeah. Well, last thing I know, it wasn't easy to make this up. When it's go time, what do you tell yourself that keeps you on that right path always?
Oh, I think it's just the one of the things I love about film so much is how collaborative it is. And so I think you're never alone. You're always making something in concert with other people. So I think when it's go time, it's not just like, okay, here I go. It's like, here we go, and I think that also just alleviates the pressure, and it's just so much more enjoyable, I think, to work from a place of real community. And also I think in the times we live in, like it's getting harder and harder to feel a sense of community. People feel so siloed and so alone. So I think just continuing to concentrate on the collective is the thing that I think of a lot.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, we're so proud of you, and we're so happy for everything that's going on with this film right now. Thank you so much for being with us and for the great answers. And tell everybody, check it out. Look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate you a
Thank
lot.
you. Appreciate you. Bye bye.